I came for you, my old friend, said the alien vampire woman. The air on the moon Nerith was thin and dry with a red haze that never lifted. I had been stationed here for 6 months guarding a dead mining colony turned listening post. Most nights were empty of signals, just the endless hiss of universe. Until that night, when I heard the whisper. It was not on any frequency. It slid past the sensors and entered the space between thoughts. I looked out the small viewport and saw her standing on the edge of the crater. She had not aged. Skin pale as starlight, eyes deep and violet glowing softly. Hair like black ribbons floating behind her even without wind. She wore a cloak that moved like smoke. She was beautiful and terrifying. I opened the airlock before I even realized what I was doing. She stepped inside silently, her boots making no sound on the steel floor. Her voice was the same as I remembered. I came for you, my old friend. I could not speak. My mind ran through 1,000 memories I thought I had buried. I remembered her name, Lurian. I had met her 20 years ago during the war on Draxus 9. She was not human. She had never pretended to be. An alien from the planet that bled itself dry thousands of years ago. A vampire in nature feeding not on blood, but on light-on-life energy itself. But she had saved my life then, and we had become more than friends. Something deeper. Something never spoken. You remember me, she said, and her voice was soft like dusk. I do. I replied, though my throat was dry. I thought you died. She gave a small smile. No one dies like that where I'm from. I stared at her, not knowing whether to embrace her or draw my weapon. I've been watching you, she continued, waiting for the right time. For what? For this? She held out her hand, and I saw something in it. A small black crystal pulsing slowly. It's yours, she said. I didn't move. What is it? Memory, she answered. Yours and mine and everything we were. I hesitated, then took it. The moment my fingers closed around, a wave of sensation hit me. Pain, joy, battlefield soaked in alien rain. Her eyes looking into mine as stars burned above us. The first time she let me touch her. The first time I saw her feed. Not on people, but on raw energy drawn from the dying core of a fallen machine god. We had fought together, run together, and at the end, we had separated because, she said, if I stayed, I would never be the same. I should hate you, I whispered. I abandoned you, she said. I couldn't let you become what I am. What are you now? A ghost, she said. A ghost with one last hope. She reached forward and placed her hand over mine. I came because the galaxy is shifting again. The hunger is coming back. There are old things waking, and you're part of the answer, whether you like it or not. I'm just a soldier. No, you were never just that. She stepped back and looked around the silent outpost. This place will be gone in hours. Something is coming here to erase it, to wipe away the traces of what you carry. What do I carry? Me, she said simply. You carry the last piece of what I once was before my world shattered. You carry the part of me that chose to love instead of feed. I wanted to deny it, but the crystal pulsed again, and I saw us. Standing on the bridge of a burning cruiser, her hand on my chest, her tears like silver, a kiss that tasted like the end of time. And then nothing. She had wiped my mind to protect me. Now she had returned to give it back. I don't want to remember. I said, You must, she replied. The old ones who turned my kind into weapons are returning. They'll want me and anyone connected to me. I gripped the console. We need to warn command. She shook her head. No one in command will believe us. They'll come for you too once they sense the truth. Then what do we do? She reached into her cloak and pulled out a shard of dark metal. This is a key. To what? To the place we must go. She placed it against a wall, and it slid to the material like liquid. A door opened where none had been. Beyond it was darkness, moving alive, watching. I stepped back. What is that? The path to your true memory, she said. I looked into her eyes and saw no lies, only sadness, only the weight of centuries. I stepped through the doorway. The world melted. I stood in a place between places, a realm of shadows and stars. Voices sang in languages I did not know but somehow understood. They spoke of bloodlines and betrayal, of ancient gods sleeping beneath nebulae, of one who had chosen love over hunger. Lurian was beside me, and I was not myself. I was something more. I saw my own face reflected in starlight armor. I was not just human. I had been altered by her, by choice. She had given me a part of her essence. I was her anchor, her light, her chain. That was why she had erased my memory, because the bond between us was the only thing that could awaken what had once destroyed entire systems. We returned to the real world in a heartbeat that felt like a lifetime. The moon was shaking. Cracks appeared in the ground. A dark vessel hung in orbit above, black and vast like a wound in space. They're here, she said. She turned to me. You must decide. Become what you were and stand with me, or die with the humans you serve. I looked at the stars, then at her. I stepped forward and took her hand. She smiled. It was a smile that held sorrow. You still choose me. I always did. Then everything changed. She kissed me. Not a kiss of love, but a kiss of binding, of memory, of energy. She breathed herself into me. I screamed. The pain was immense. And then I remembered how to burn, how to bend light, how to become more than flesh. I rose above the station with her beside me. The enemy ship turned its gaze. It saw me, and it knew fear, because I was no longer just a man. I was the vessel of the last vampire queen, and I was angry. We struck, not with weapons, but with will, with memory, with fire drawn from the core of 1,000 stars. The ship resisted, but it was old, and it was cruel, and we were something new. We unraveled it thread by thread, until only silence remained. We returned to the moon, ruins now. She stood with her arms crossed, watching the sky. More will come. I nodded. I know. We'll have to keep moving. She turned to me, her eyes gentler than I remembered. You've changed. So have you? Do you regret it? No, I said. Not if it means I get to be with you again. We left the moon behind. Together. Two ghosts reborn. She fed on the light of dying suns. I learned to bend time around our path. We were hunted, but we were never caught. We were lovers and weapons. We were memory and future. And sometimes when she looked at me, with those violet eyes that held all the sorrow of the universe, she would whisper, I came for you, my old friend. And I would answer, and I waited